Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So I've spent some time here, chatting with Omicron, dialing this deal in, and I think this is the best we're going to get. I'm really laying out some high-level tech here, and we're just barely getting the resources we want. But the fact that we're giving up a lot of stuff that is very valuable isn't going to really matter. It's not going to help them, because the game's going to end before they can put any of it to any use, right? So we're getting pretty close to being able to start our second construction. Now, I think I was talking last time like we need 3 obelisks. We do, of course, need 4 obelisks of all space-time. I'm confident we can get somewhere here, though. So in order to build this next obelisk, we're short about 30 of each of the basic strategics, right? Yeah. We need 125, 80, and 40 of each tier. So we certainly have some stuff we can play with here. Our mining rates on the higher level resources are actually really good, so we can afford to use those in trade. We just need to pick up 26 titanium and 33 Hyperium, and we'll be able to run another one out. So we just took Omicron for everything I think we can.
How are you today?
Yes, we're friends.
Yeah.
And friends help each other out, right? Right? Hold on, before I put anything on the table with her, let's try to get an idea of some terms that she values. Okay, she kind of would like to do a science agreement, and honestly, that helps us as well, so that's good. We can throw in our maps. Okay, that makes some headway. So let's talk about titanium. Let's say, oops, not 126, just 26. Let's just put those on the table right now. See where we end up. Really extremely negative. Okay. Like a lot more than I was expecting, actually. How about some of this? I don't know, 20? No, wait, 17. We can't go below 40. It's important that we don't go below 40. Well, that has made up a lot of it there. We can afford to give up some quadronics, like quite a bit of it, in fact. Thing is, if we can drop some quadronics here, like what about 40-ish? Okay, that number's not really going up, is it? No, I was trying to... Still having trouble with these entry boxes. So yeah, it looks like above 25 adds no additional value. Well, let's try to drag these numbers up a little bit. Unfortunately, as tedious as this is, we kind of have to go a little bit at a time. This is good, though. We're going to get to start our second obelisk this turn. Then we just have to find the resources for the other 2. And by completing the first 2 fairly early, before we actually have the resources for the second 2, we can probably use the same 2 heroes. I'm surprised at how much more she's willing to give here. This is a lot more than I was expecting to get. Wow, she's really letting us... Maybe we're not that far off of starting the third one. I kind of thought that... Listen, with Omicron, it was like pulling teeth to get her to give up anything. And our host here keeps sighing and making kind of like annoyed noises. What if I go to like oh yeah, okay, that's what I want. 9,400. What if I go to like 125? I assume at some point this is going to like snap way into the red. That is still a positive... Okay. Wait, did I not? I thought I had entered 125 here. I don't want to send the deal with it with nothing visible in the bar. Okay, so that was the line. Let's bring this back down. We were able to dial in a lot of resources here. This was good though, right? 125s? Okay, yep. Make the offer. Wow, she really helped us out there. I am surprised. So what are we looking at? 17 turns. Okay. We have a couple of other things we need to fix. First of all, our government is bad. We've been running Toys for Boys all this time. Obviously, minus 10% industry is no longer acceptable. That's a lot of approval, though. So if we cut this, where do we end up? Content. You know, a lot of our systems could be happier. We could be producing more dust, which we will probably need to help rush the industry buildings that we're constructing, or that we're researching. So why don't we... You know, 2 dust per citizen is a lot smaller of an impact than the large percentage boost we get from being happier. So hold on, let's... Right now, our income is showing us 3.1k. Let's do this, which reduces our dust income, but also increases it by making us happier. Yep, that's actually a considerable increase, because it moved our whole society up to devoted, which is fantastic. That's often the case with that tech, and you can see we're now on 15 turns on one of the obelisks, 16 on the other, and we have another law slot available. So I'm thinking this is probably where we're headed. Looking at the rest of these don't seem very relevant. Yeah, this reduces the upkeep cost that we pay for stuff by 10%. So this allows us to exchange a little bit of influence for a little bit more dust per turn.
Oh, this is better than good business. It's great business.
You know, I agree. Okay, so we're going to cap out on Essence this turn. And we're going to get to build a new arc, which I guess we'll send to Turkana. We'll get even more of this stuff. What are our income rates? 9, 13, 22, 18, 11, and 6. Okay, so actually, it's Titanium and Hyperium still that are the bottlenecks, really. Although, it looks like our friend is probably going to be willing to help us out with that. Oh yeah, that's right. I sent this ship over here. Let's evac this system and... There we go, some additional mining. Okay, only another 3.5 per turn, but it's, you know, it's not nothing. That's that's the thing you can certainly say about it, is that it is actually not literally nothing. Is it worth 13k to rush this? Probably not, right? 13k for what effectively will be 9 extra. Yeah, I'm not paying 13k for 9 extra titanium. We'll let this build the old-fashioned way. Actually, what we should probably do here is Holy Proliferation, because we can get a point of growth immediately, basically for free. So we're still going to cap out on Essence. Yeah, that'll do fine. That will be just fine. Okay, so we need to do more photobomber stuff. Alright, we're pretty close to Pictor. Really could use all of the titanium from that. I'm not actually sure where we're going to build the next obelisk. I think I remember Oya being a powerful choice. But we'll worry about it when we actually have the resources. So we'll give that a couple of turns to just generate naturally. And as you probably saw there, let's see, you're the ship guy. At some point, I took plus percentage industry on system. You know, actually, let's finish this off. We're gonna pull you back because we did pick this up as well. We're just gonna pull you back off of that and make you a governor as soon as the next obelisk starts. Okay, yeah, we sure did not attempt to improve the population of minor civilizations at all. In 20 turns, ensure that you have the highest level of approval in the galaxy. Yeah, this is pretty whatever. In 20 turns, the game's going to be over, so... I mean, it may not literally be over, but you know what I mean. It's going to be pretty close to over.
How are you? The
They'll know. Okay, I think we just make our... Yeah, we make our new arc here and just run it down to Turkana. We could go to Botha with the intention of selling the stuff that we get from it, because Botha really does have a lot of resources. Yeah, you know what? That's probably the right thing to do. It is a lot of stuff. These high-tier resources are obviously very, very good for trading. The AI love them. But this can be the next one, I suppose? How good is this deposit? Okay, yeah, it's a crummy deposit, too. We don't want to do this at Duce, though. We'll do it at Gano. Make that arc, run them down to Botha. Alright, so Ganos has improved mining, which is handy. And at this point, we have to consider, is there stuff that we could build here that would actually be better than just setting this system to make dust for us forever? I mean forever, you know, until the end of the game. For the brief period until the game ends. I think the answer is that I think this is right. I think the systems that are not doing important things, that don't have important resources that we need to construct important mining facilities for, probably the best thing they could do is just give us dust that we can use to buy stuff. You guys are cool. You should be in defense mode. Not sure what we want to do with this attack fleet. It's like this war arc, we could convert it to a city arc just to get more resources. But also, we're making arcs pretty quickly as it is. Yeah, we probably still should. Let's go pirate hunting. We know there are pirate ships zooming around here. They're part of that other quest. We'll just go fight something. I have to imagine 2 medium ships together is going to be more than sufficient to deal with whatever pirates we may encounter out there. Where do I want these guys? Oh no, sorry, just to here. This is theoretically the most frontier of our systems in this area, so I guess that's the one that needs protection. We still don't actually know what's at the end of this star lane. That's that's probably bad. I probably should know that. Right, things are proceeding apace. You know what, I just realized, I'm not 100% sure that our population is boosted. Okay, it is. The booster's just about to run out.
Our purpose is to kill.
Am I in Craver Space?
Is something pure, isn't
Soon your work.
Oh no, they were just... Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, Columba is being overtaken by Green's influence. Fortunately, Green's pretty friendly with us. Excellent. Very, very good for us. So where are the other photobomber curiosities? Are there any that are, like, close? Phaeton? That is the only one. Well, then that is where you are going. And we put enough engines on this thing that it's not even going to take that long for it to get there. So... in 2 turns, we'll have enough of this stuff to begin the next obelisk. I don't want to try to acquire this from other players. That seems like a task that is destined to fail. Probably do some population gaining. Like, we don't really need another arc. We should probably focus on gaining population in places where we're producing a fair amount of resources. The dust outputs of these planets are okay. Okay, not great. I mean, Aova is a pretty good dust system. We have these nice gas worlds that are producing a lot of dust, actually. Alright, so you can use dust to rush obelisks, so what we're probably going to do is try to pull a couple of turns off of the end of whichever obelisk is going to finish the most slowly. And then also we can use the dust to rush like fabrication licenses and stuff. I'm not too worried about these ones that we started early on our really high industry planets. Those will complete in time. It's the fourth one that I'm thinking about here. Alright, gotta keep this running forever. It was extremely good. Let's see, is there anything left for you that actually affects systems? It looks like the answer to that is no. I guess this reduces the dust we're paying for upkeep of this hero. It's not great, but it's also not literally nothing. And I believe it is the only option that is not literally nothing, so... Are these pirate ships? They are. Well, let's deal with that then. And then we'll anchor the Ark as soon as we clear this place out. These might be for that quest, actually. I'm not sure. Alright, we're just going to drop some manpower on these pirates, and if we fail to kill them with extensive bombing, we will go back to our systems and recharge and try again. Oh, that's a pretty good victory. It would be nice if this pirate world was gone.
You're making this a phonic.
So we did just fly some ships through Sofon airspace, if you're wondering why they suddenly got twitchy. Alright, just mining stuff. The output of this system is already quite high. We can afford to pay the 25 adamantium. I'm wondering if maybe this is where we should put the fourth one, because I'm pretty sure the third one goes on Oyad, right? Yeah, Oyad's at 1.1k. So next turn we'll start building that. Calum is nowhere near. This system's great, but not really at production. Yeah, it might be Pictor. Like, I don't think we have a lot of systems where we have hot gas worlds, but those worlds have pretty impressive production output. No, it's probably Libra then. Let's move a good hero to Libra. So here, we want to build the fabrication license. Yeah, that makes sense. This system does have a gas hot world, so... It's kind of remarkable how bad the output of all of these planets is, and how good the industry output of this system as a whole is. Does Pictor... Yeah, Pictor has all the other production stuff. Obviously, more population will be helpful. Here, I'm going to leave this on public 3D printing. And we're going to see as we generate population on Pictor whether we can actually get it up to a value that's a little more impressive than Libra is. So realistically, I'm probably waiting 4 turns. I'm probably just getting the this resource naturally. I guess it'll only be 3 turns. Once we have these 2 high enough, we can scavenge for the rest, trade with other people and stuff. Okay, fighting pirates, easy enough. Bunch of tiny, very unimpressive pirate ships. Alright, we keep just bombing the crap out of a bunch of pirates. They still have reinforcements, and they are really dug in. So we gained like 130... So actually, if I do fully proliferation until we're at full population here, it will be higher. Okay, only 18 turns. Actually, that's not bad. Alright, the scout ship is still a couple turns out. So yeah, once we have enough of the top level strategic resources, that is when we will we'll try to scavenge up the rest of the stuff to start the final obelisk. Okay, Gano could also be producing population. I mean, we're getting essence income at a rate that means we can probably just go big population in a lot of places. We really don't need more arcs. This is maybe a little bit late. Alright, let's grab our arc, pull you out of the fleet. Alright, I have to wait until next turn to anchor. Oh, that will put us over our system limit. And we dropped 1 point below the maximum dust and science bonus here. So actually, we should probably try to find a place where we have not perfect approval and also the ability to construct approval buildings. We could fix that up. We're 12 turns off of Wealth of the Endless, which is fine. Well, we're wearing them down. Let's have Pictor do that. You know, we could just let the population grow naturally for the last point. I'm going to do that, because it buys us a turn here. Because we're going to be good in 2 turns? No, this... We'll have enough of that. We won't have enough quadronics. So never mind. We have 3 turns. We can afford to do this. In fact, we're going to be short quadronics for even one more turn beyond that, it looks like. So here, I don't even know. Modernize, I suppose. So I do like that we are, we're actually getting pretty good speed. It is often the case when you're going for a wonder victory that the 3rd and 4th obelisk are really slow to build. And so you have to kind of like pull out all the stops to make sure that gets done. Let's run these guys up here. We can help with this pirate lair. Make me happiness places. Happy markets. So what's a high population system that's not very happy? Okay, we could afford this. We don't need all of the antimatter that we have. 3 turns. This will have a large effect on Empire-wide. Because your approval level here is sort of averaged over your population, you know, each population point at the level that its system is at. Making larger star systems happier has a higher effect, a greater effect on your overall Empire approval level. So that's why we're targeting Libra here. We need food. How much food do we need? We are minus 11. This doesn't quite cover it. Well, this system is kind of unimportant to us at this point. We're kind of past what it can do for us, probably. I believe this is the first message we've seen for this, so probably he's not actually close, you know? Oh, hey, all the pirate fleets were destroyed. I get stuff. I mean, you know, 300 manpower is nothing to sneeze at. Search a curiosity on Ibella 3 with 100 antimatter to get a thing that I do not value. Okay. Our truce has officially ended. These guys are mad at us about something. I don't know what. I neither know nor honestly care. We're fine. So yeah, Pictor's at 1.1k. This is going to shoot it up quite a bit. And that will be a fine site for our 4th thing. And actually, Pictor... Oh no, Pictor totally does have a hero, but this hero is not really outputting that much industry. I think we'll probably swap in... what's his face? When we start building the actual obelisk. Our fleet hero, who has that very, very large boost to industry. Here we could afford a little modernization, a little bit of extra resources. So they're going to get some notifications that we're doing well, and we want the game to wrap up as quickly as possible after that happens, so that they don't come after us. Okay, this one still has not been searched yet somehow, which is good news for us. Alright, next turn we will have the resources. Most of them. Obviously we can... I think we can bargain for the ones we're missing. We'll be alright. Well, that one was less good for us. Okay, unfortunately, we can't actually improve this system too much more with this guy. Put a small amount more industry in here. But it's definitely getting swapped out in a minute. So Gano can just, I don't know, population. Population's good for us. Increase our ability to have population. That also is good. Alright, let's see how quickly we can get this done. Also, it'd be really cool if somebody would finish this off for me. Alright, I'm not too worried about that. I think we have enough time.
Our friendship is something pure, isn't it?
You say so, lady. Oh, we arrived just in time. Also, quests are completing. Oh, hey, somebody did do this. Nice. We've got our really cool energy weapon that we won't use, and some resources that we totally will use. I do not care about intercepting the photobomber's ship. Although I guess it's, it maybe will intercept itself? I need actual ships. I can't use the Ark to catch it. Get more dust. Always more dust. So, what are we short? We're actually just short Hyperion. We need 60. No, we need like 54. No, wait. Yeah. Okay, so who wants to help us out? Is it the marketplace? It is not the marketplace. No resources have ended up on the market, like, almost at all.
Ah, friend. How are you today?
Howdy. I'm gonna need some of this from you, and I am prepared to pay handsomely for it. Let's see, we have 17 more of this stuff than we need, and I know you love this. And then we'll give you, I don't know, tech and anything you want. I do wish that the suggest terms button ever worked. So I could give up a lot of adamantine. We actually only need 100 of it. Or, 80, rather. Okay, that's... I was expecting the bargain to be a little bit tougher than that. Although it's not going through right away, which is making me nervous. Or it's not going through at all? What's happening here? Did I not hit the button? I bet I didn't hit the button. Okay.
Oh, you really like us, don't you?
Yeah, we definitely didn't get the resources.
I also have an empire to run, and contracts to take out. I mean, sign.
That was very smooth. I didn't notice the slip up at all. What was it? I was like, give you 80 of this or something. It might have been adamantine. He's fine with this too. Make the offer. Then we get... Okay, there we go. That time we got a response. I must have backed out of it before. So yeah, 1.3k. We're going to replace you with the fleet guy because he really has a considerable buff to industry now. 13 turns. Okay, so that's actually not even the slowest one. We get to speed this one up a little bit. You know, we could make a fabrication license happen here. 70k is a number we can reach, I'm sure. Let's sell some stuff on the market. So we have a lot of luxuries that we no longer need, although I'm a little loath to sell these. That said, apparently prices for other stuff really, really high right now. Okay, so that'll speed that up a little bit. This will be the slow one after that. And I think at this point we probably save dust to just rush a couple of turns off the back end of that. Which means that a lot of other systems are going to want to just be on dust production. Although actually, another point of population in this system is probably better. And then we'll put it on dust generation. Alright, Columba. You're not really outputting that much dust per citizen. And both, you know, honestly, we can probably just focus on dust really hard from here. So we have, it looks like, right now, 13 turns. Obviously, we're going to be able to get that down a little bit, probably. Oh, yeah, you have to be assigned somewhere now. Somewhere with hot worlds or fertile worlds, ideally. Where are we food negative? Here, go help these people. Help them with your food. Okay. That actually didn't really help. Did that change the number of turns on this at all? Okay, here we go. Let's put this to bed. And we got, okay, some dust, some stuff we can sell.
How are you? You're the caviar of the galaxy.
We intend to close our borders, he says, not actually closing his borders. So, given our military and everything, we almost certainly could have just gone on a rampage and won a military victory, taking everybody's home systems and stuff, but I do think it would have taken longer than this path. Possibly in terms of game turns, and definitely in terms of our real-world time, which also has value. Alright, so we killed a bunch of guys, we got some dust for it. Not a lot of dust, but something. Like I said, for the most part, we're just producing dust in the hopes of... Let's see, did we manage to get... We managed to get up to 79%. It's close. There's no law I can use that will push our approval higher. We could lock it at content, but obviously that's not what we're going for. Given the amount of time that's left, I don't know that it's worth stressing about our approval level too much. So a turn of this is about 77 or about 70k. So honestly, we may not be able to rush it. It may just be the case that we don't generate enough money before this would finish naturally. Although, we do have a lot of stuff we can sell, don't we? Yeah, I think at this point, though, we are pretty much just waiting. We have maxed out our essence. We probably should build an arc and just, like, have it come over here and collect resources for us to sell. Yeah, that's fine. No use of this essence is going to be, like, incredibly powerful, given how little time we have left to benefit from it. Boy, they're really reaching into our territory, huh? I consider this my territory, apparently. What's up? I have discovered... Oh. There's a planet here that is being inhabited by a player that we have decided that we kind of like. Go over here and fight some more neutrals. Wow. That's a pretty good artifact. Where did we discover that? It turns out they're on Turkana. Huh. Man, that's a really good artifact. It would be super cool to have found that earlier. At this point, we'll never generate enough of it to actually... We'll never generate enough of it to actually be able to do a system development here. Like, the game is too close to over. So I'm noticing a lot of purple warships. We should probably... Well, I mean, the fleet can finish going to Elma. We should probably pull some combat ships back to Pictor, because it looks like it might be in danger. Alright, they attacked me. That was nice of them.
One day, I should check.
You force us to act in anger. Your offensiveness drives
Man, I
a
don't-
ratio to anger and distraction.
What on earth is he even talking about? Okay, we did it. Stuff. All of which is very sellable. Obviously, there will not be a game in 20 turns, so I'm not that concerned about that one. Okay, so let's hit the market real quick and just sell... Hold on. I was going to say sell everything we own. Hold on. Let's do that next turn. We'll refresh our population booster, and then we'll sell everything we own, and see if we can't make enough dust to take a turn or two off of some stuff. This could not matter less. Hey look, what do you know? It's the religious and militarist parties. They figured it out. It's like a miraculous victory. Alright, keep that rolling, so that's now clear through the end of the game. I accidentally intercepted the photobomber's ship when he flew into us. And now he's here, and he looks like that, and it's the worst.
How are you? The Galact...
I'm going to take that quest, and I'm going to intentionally not complete it. I do not even care about your creepy, creepy, creepy little grin. For real, though, it's very creepy. Okay, so this turn, let's just sell everything. I kind of wish there was an all button here. Man, we have a lot of money worth of resources, actually. That's just me fat fingering the keypad there, being completely unable to click on the things. Typing numbers is remarkably difficult. I was just typing the prices at this point. It's like I'm so glazed out. Okay, so we made 305,000 gold. Gold? Dust. Made 305,000 dust. So we probably want to wait until these are both in the neighborhood of about half of our holdings, and then just rush them both. That's going to be the most turns efficient way of doing this. So we're close. A handful of turns to go. I do not think anybody else is anywhere near as close. As far as the actual objective speed of this victory, it's not bad. Between turns 100 and 120 is what I would consider to be a good, fast victory. So getting it in the 120s is perfectly reasonable. What is this? Wow, that is a heck of a fleet. I wonder how many turns I have till that actually arrives. I'm a little worried about that one.
Not pretense.
Okay. Everybody's kind of mad at us, except for, I guess, the Lumeris and the Riftborn, who like me way more than they probably should. And everybody thinks it's fine to be in my territory, for some reason. Boy, this is happening, huh? Alright, some of these systems that are producing dust need to start producing other things, maybe. We might need to build a new war arc. Or, actually, we can probably just pull the current war arc, right? We don't need the resources that it's mining anymore. Alright, so that was one obelisk finished. No, we're already ecstatic. I was going to say we could try to buoy up our production here, but in fact we cannot. Oh, you know what? That'll actually help a lot. That's a lot of extra happiness from that building. Oh, they're not coming for us, maybe. They might be headed for blue instead.
Your offensiveness drives her.
You know, I think I am going to close my borders to him, though.
Are coming.
Oh, I already did. Never mind. Seems to be able to fly through them just fine. You know what? I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, next turn we'll, next turn we'll make a war arc, just in case. So we're at 314. These are each showing 380. Next turn we'll sell off our stock of resources again. Now let's pull the war arc from Turkana. Alright, fortunately it's pretty fast. Yep, force your system to ecstatic. That seems like a pretty good way to go. Now we're back up to 84%. We're getting there. Okay, they've closed their borders to us, which is fine. We're just going to sell everything again. We certainly had some effect on the prices here, but we're just bringing in so much stuff at such a rate. Okay, 446. So we're not too far off of it being right to rush here. Oh, actually, wait, we have it, don't we? No, 194. Okay, I need one more turn and I'll be able to rush this one. So we're actually pretty much done. Which means I'm a lot less worried than I was a moment ago. Especially since Pictor's finished. There's no way that they can take Pictor from us in a single turn. We will win the game before we can be warred out of it, I believe. That said, let's go ahead and produce the arc. I mean, I guess I have to retrofit it if I want to do this. We can do this real fast. It is technically like a thing that could matter. Just like put some engines on it. It's already pretty much ready for battle. Need to put a weapon in here. I don't know, big beams. Oh. Right, I don't have any strategics, like anything. I sold everything. Well, never mind then. We'll make it next turn. I'll just sit here at the essence cap. Every Vodyani player everywhere just recoiled in horror, just sitting at the essence cap. Why, he's a madman. I got some bad news for you guys about stuff happening in 4 turns. Congratulations, you did it. You became the Battlefield Grandmaster. Okay, so when we hit end turn here in a second, the game is over. You know what? You get to build the battle arc. Never mind, it takes 30 Hyperion to make that arc. Make me some dust. Listen, it's not like I didn't try to make that thing. Oh, we finished our endless tech. Here, start researching that one. We actually are not that far off of a science victory either. We're really tearing through this pretty quickly. Okay, that was definitely not the most difficult game we've ever played. Oh, hold on. Okay, here we go. Let's get our victory cinematic. Oh, I thought that noise meant that it was going to go. Apparently, we are not quite ready yet.
The supremacy of our faith has been revealed. For the old demons have been vanquished forever. We will rise virtual and create a new endless age where we are the gods.
You know, because of all those obelisks. I guess. I don't really know. I don't really understand the plan, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that was a pretty okay victory. I have to say, I have played Vodyani before, but man, something about the mechanics like just didn't make sense to me. Something about the potential of the arcs didn't really make sense to me until this run. Everything kind of snapped into view. So, as I said, we're going to play one more game as the Vodyani. It's going to be a very science-focused game. I want to see what will happen if we really just focus as hard as we can on getting better arc modules, improving arcs. Probably this is going to be a science victory. We're just going to like really blaze down the science part of the tree as quickly as we can. Because I'm kind of curious, like if we get to all must provide to quickly, really focus on just that. I'm kind of curious how quickly we can sort of snowball out of control with free arcs from our passive essence generation. So, that's going to be it for us for today, but come back next time to see a little bit more of that. Probably a little less violent, probably a little bit more internal, but I have a feeling we're at the precipice of a powerful engine here. And we'll see you then.